whole fam getting down. I just had a plate of them greens. I'm on the dance floor, moving like a dancing machine. I got my mind on my money like I usually do. I wanna be living for the love of you. See, it's your thing, so do what you wanna do. Cause you gon' have a good time when you in front of Snoop, and that's for sure. My mama say stop the music cause she wanna take a photo. So we oblige and step to the side. Now the whole fam doing the electric slide. Like that, 1, 2. Uncle Ron, what you want him to do? Now you got it, let's do it again like friends. Yeah. Friends. Oh, and family. Yeah. Family. I'm talking about friends. Oh, friends. Oh, and family. Family. I'm talking about family. Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you remember? Yeah.
Boy, I don't know about y'all, but do you remember? And will you remember what's going to be going on in September for Post-Timber 2021? It's going to be a family reunion. And you're going to ask me, where's this family reunion going to be held? It's going to be held in Columbia, South Carolina, September the 18th through the 20th. And I have to ask you, when was the last time you stretched? Or are you stretching right now, getting ready for this impactful weekend that's going to be going down in Columbia at the DoubleTree? There are so many people that's coming from north, south, east, and west. And more than that, they are ready and hungry for what we are going to bring to the table to eat. And all we asking is, do you have a seat at the table? Because it's going to be a family reunion. So tag your friends. Let your friends know that we are live this evening with two of the most amazing individuals that I know. Two individuals that I call them yin and yang. And when I tell you, when these two come together with a powerhouse presentation, you're going to see. Because they bring the color, they bring the cut, they bring the attitude, they bring the personality, they bring the spirit. But more than that, they bring who they are to you. And you want to ask yourself, who is the you that I'm talking about? I'm going to let you know. These two individuals, one of them is Mr. Corey Paul. And those of you all know that we do Refuel and Rise Up every week. And we're called My Guy. That's my guy right there, Mr. Corey Paul. And this next young lady, when I tell you beautiful on the inside and the out, Miss Shamira Ray. And they call themselves they call themselves the Rays. I'm going to just say that. They just mix each other together. But these two individuals are going to be bringing something so impactful to Mpulse Summit in September. So y'all, please put your hands together. If you're at home, if you're sitting on your couch, if you have your phone in your hand, tag someone and let them know they need to hear this information that these two are about to share about their class, about their experience, and more than that, about the family reunion.
We got it all weekend, baby. It's already paid in full. You understand that? So if it run over, we're going to keep doing it till God said so. We ain't going to go steady. We going when that educator said, Pastor, we have a time limit, but guess what? You keep pouring in from the beginning to the end, because this is just the beginning. This is not the
So it is Sunday. Look at somebody say it is Sunday. And the Bible says what? This is the day that the Lord and I will. So that's what we're going to do. Amen. Open your mouth and say, I had to fight to get here. If you ain't had nothing to get over to find your way to Columbia, South Carolina, then I'm not talking to you. But if you had something that you had to get over in order to come here this morning at this time to be sitting at the table where you're sitting right now, open your mouth real wide like you're from Tampa, Florida, and say, I had to fight to get here.
Had a great time at Mpulse Summit. Micheline Bob is doing a phenomenal job. We're looking forward to next year. Hope to see you here.
Definitely missed out on something amazing. I can't wait to see what she does next year. I know it'll be bigger and better than ever.
It's amazing, it's phenomenal. I'm so thankful and so happy that I decided to come. I will hopefully see everyone here next year again for a fabulous, educated moment.
All I'm saying is Impact Beauty, baby. If you missed it, listen, I need you to be here next year. Thank you, Mint. Thank you for the opportunity. Love you.
If you are a hairstylist, you need to be at Impulse Beauty 2020. It was amazing this year, so next year is going to be nothing less than spectacular.
Hey, if you every time I see that, I see the testimonies, I see tears of joy, and more than that, I see people coming together, and they're going to be coming together again for none other than Mpulse Summit 2021, Stretch the Family Reunion. We're asking you, do you have your seat at the table? Are you ready to stretch? And these two individuals I was talking about earlier is going to be some of your elite educators that's going to also cause you to stretch even more. Miss Shamira Ray and Mr. Corey Paul. Please put your hands together as they come to the stage. Now, of course, we say come to the stage. Here for Sip and saying, I have my wine because I don't know whether y'all need to sit back or not, but it's going to be some amazing.
I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. Just Hey.
Hey. Let me tell you, family. You know you are my family, right?
Yeah.
And this year changes none other than even more growth and more love for the both of you all. So just tell everyone who you are for those who may not know who you are, but I think they need to know, and they will find out even more after September the 20th. Okay, we're just going to say at the end of the thing, they're going to know you the whole weekend. So again, we're going to start with ladies first.
Okay, I am Shamira Ray. Hello, guys. I am located here in Charlotte, North Kakalaki.
And Mr. Corey?
What's up, guys? It's me, your guy, Corey Paul, all the way from the big city of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Yeah.
So y'all see why I love these two, right? So they got full of jokes, like keep me laughing the whole time. So everybody have they sip and say, you know, we sipping and we saying what's going to really go on in September, the 18th through the 20th. So this is not your first year. This is not your second year, but going into our third year. Just tell the people that's there, that we're on live, tell them a little bit about your first year, your second year, and not going to your third year.
Okay, my first year at Mpulse Summit, let me just say I was honored to be invited to share with my, counterparts in the industry. Of course, you don't say no to the one and only Micheline Barber. How can you deny this beautiful young lady that I've seen over the years just kill it on stage and in education? And so, of course, I wanted to be a part of Impulse Summit when she first put it on. I mean, it's something about making history and being a part of history. So I'm glad that I was a part of the initial show. It was a wonderful experience, from just being able to teach and educate, as well as being able to learn. So I enjoyed myself. The energy was great. The second year, although we were on Zoom, it still maintained the same level of class, professionalism, and energy. So I loved being a part of it, and that's why I'm back again for the third year. And the third time is a charm.
A charm, and I look every year. You can keep coming back. I don't care. Mr. Corey, tell about your first, second, now your third experience.
I'm just sitting up here crying, y'all, because I ain't seen this young lady on social media in so long. I mean, so long. Facebook. Facebook and the whole world is happy to see you on social media, Shamira. But my first year, I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. I was super nervous. Not because I had to get on stage and present, but because I was educating with the greats. I was educating with people who have been doing it for years and had so much to offer and to pour in. So of course, we had to make sure we were on our game. So our first year, we were nervous, but I will say we did bring the heat. We didn't come to play.
No, y'all did.
The heat. And so it was an amazing experience. Now, I mean, the education was phenomenal, but I'm not gonna lie, I love the cream and green party. Like, you talking about something that was lit. We had a good time in there. The cream and green was off the chain. So, I mean, I love that. And then, like Shamira said, the second year, of course, it was virtual, but nonetheless, it was still, up to par. It was amazing. We still had great education, from cutting, color, business, everything that you need to succeed in the industry. It was right there virtually. So kudos to Miss Micheline Barber for still bringing that, even through, COVID and everything else, still making sure that she fed our cosmetology community. So, and then this year,
this year,
and
let me say, I love the fact that the title of your class is The Conversation of Cut and Color. That is what we're talking about, because right now we're having a conversation, and a lot of times people don't understand things happen when you have a conversation and communication. So how are y'all going to communicate and conversate about the cut and color world?
Oh, well, the beautiful thing is this year we have a live audience again, right? And so I'm churchy. I'm church. I love a good call and response audience. So I love the fact that we're able to engage with our fellow educators, students, counterparts, so on and so forth. And we can get the feedback that's necessary to make sure that we are addressing their needs, their concerns, so that they leave out motivated and inspired to grow in their industry, to stretch. So we, like Corey said, we're excited about this year. Yes, again, we're always nervous. Nervous makes you humble. But we're excited to, again, just share and get the energy from the live audience. Is going to be a wonderful and amazing time. I love being able to come together with a group of hungry individuals who are just open and ready to receive. That makes the world of a difference. So we're ready to have, in our classes, we like to kind of have an intimate feel. If you will, no matter how big or small the class is, we make sure that we are engaging and making everyone feel comfortable, to let them know that there's no stupid question. We meet them at their level. Between Corey and I, we have an age difference. So that means we've been in the industry combined for like 35 years. So there's a wealth of knowledge between the two of us, and I get to come from a different perspective, and Corey gets to lean in from his very youthful perspective.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it. So that's the name I gave y'all, the yin and the yang. Okay. Y'all, like, when y'all come together, y'all marry and make a perfect combination of humbleness. I like the fact that, like you said, how you share with individuals, how you make sure they get it. That's what it's about. And I love your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all spirits are both just you'll have fun, but yet, like you said, you got that serious side, and you also have that humbling side to know that there's somebody out there that needs your advice. There's somebody out there that needs your technique. So talk a little bit about how you all come together for your techniques. So how do you all come together for your conversations? Because I seen y'all work together with one cut, the other one color. How do y'all convert it? Do y'all just look at each other and the wonder powers is work?
No.
Like Wonder Power twins,
Yeah,
No, absolutely not.
Disagreements, many challenges. We challenge each other. Corey think he's the boss of me. And it's okay. With
Right.
age, how to just be a leader and a servant. But well, like you said, we're very open and willing still. We're still students ourselves. We don't claim to know everything, but what we do know, we can you can take it to the bank and cash it, because it's tried and true between the two of us. So we test out these things to make sure we're giving accurate information when it comes to whether it is a cut, whether it is a color, a specific color line. Yes, you can use this with this. If you have this client come in and she's experiencing this, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what works. So because we're real life stylists as well.
And that's what I was gonna say too. Like we both working behind a chair,
Right.
But before I jump into that, the good thing about us being a team, we're able to really stretch each other, past our limits. So I'm able to say, hey, let's try this with this color. And she's like, no, you can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. And so I'm like, girl, yes, you can. We can do it. Like it works. And so, it pushes her. And then the same thing when it comes to, cutting or even some styling, she's able to push me in that aspect too. But I really love when you ask us, how do we get together? We just meet up really. And so we just pour our ideas out, any ideas she may have with cutting or color, is no, I'm the color specialist, you're the cutting specialist, you don't say nothing about color.
Right.
We're able to both, receive and give information. So that's the great thing that I love about working with Shamira. She's really good when it comes to being down to being open-minded. So
I love it. And the thing is, a lot of people think that you have to be considered a team and being in the same salon, but y'all two are in two different salons, right? Doing two,
Right.
but y'all come together as one. I like the fact that you say agree to disagree. There's going to be someone who tells someone, no, I wouldn't go to the class, or no, you shouldn't go to Mpulse Summit because what are you going to get? But I like the fact that both of you are saying, even though we're here and we're there, we come together. So if somebody's on here right now that know a friend, and say you live in Idaho and you know somebody in, China, tell them you need to come. You need to come together because it's real life, realistic. I'm still at the salon. I'm realistic stylist, educator. You know what I'm saying? Where if I didn't have time to get home, I'm going to make a way here. But it's called preparing yourself for everything. Now, how do y'all feel about those who are going to be preparing themselves? Because you talked about the blue and white pool party. Were y'all able to really get there that Saturday? I don't think so, right?
Right. So we missed the pool party.
Okay, but y'all don't think y'all gonna miss this year, right?
No.
Y'all both said the same time. No.
I'm working on this. I'm working on this swimsuit body, Mitch. I'm gonna be there.
I ain't mad at you, man. So that's going to be on Saturday. We're gonna start registration in Saturday, but also we have something like what we do with Refuel and Rise Up is mind, body, and balance, sip and say, and also what women want. And all of these industry leaders are going to be over that. And where we just really having a conversation about the industry, about the things that need to change, the things that we find that's changing. Any question they have, bring your wine. We're going to have a sponsor for this Blackberry. That's going to be the sponsor for this. So we're going to be able to come down after the pool party, after the blue and white, and come into a room and we all just talk and have a good time and really talk about the family, because we haven't seen each other in person. Right. We've only seen each other in Zoom. And then it starts that power breakfast, the PPB, early that morning with your Power Elite educators. And I know you are partaking in that because it's so much wealth of education in that. So how do y'all feel about the business being like, the first thing that you're going to hit that morning?
Oh, that just sets the tone for the rest of your day. And let me just go back to the importance of education. We once were students going to shows ourselves. And because we had, the industry greats, such as yourself, to be able to pour into us. And we had, people and places that we could aspire to be at. So I once, remember going, I know I'm telling my age, but I look great for my age, going and seeing Big Bad D on stage at Bronner Brothers show.
Exactly.
Like, oh my God, he got a squad. I want to be a platform artist one day.
Yes.
And then look at what God did, several years later, once I felt burnout. But that's what you'll get from going to shows and educating yourself. And let me just say, for the mere fact that you refuse to leave God out of it.
Oh, yes.
When you come, you have no choice but to be blessed.
That's it.
This is a life-changing environment because she has honored God and put him at the center of what she's doing. So she has no choice but to win. Our intro song, we win. It's not one person. We win all together. And, you don't want to miss out on it. Invest in yourself, support somebody else's vision because we're all a community, as Corey, Ford mentioned. So business, like you asked before, sets the tone. Business, what in my era, when I came up as a stylist, was my kryptonite, know. But I love the fact that I get to educate and participate in learning myself because it's more than one way to skin a cat. So I'm ready. How about you, Corey?
How you feel about that?
I'm definitely ready, but it takes more than talent to be successful in this industry. And I feel like so many people get caught up in, I can really glue this lace down. I'm the best colorist. I'm the best, haircut. I'm the best stylist. But it really, if you don't have your business in order, you won't be successful. And so the great thing about this summit is you're able to merge and you get everything. Like she said, starting with the business first, because I don't care how talented you are. If you don't have that business in order, you are going to fail. Mm-hmm. So come and get your business in order and get the techniques to go along with that, right? So it's no use of you coming and learning all these great color skills and all these great cutting skills and styling skills and all these other great skills, and you don't know how to manage your money. You don't know how to run your salon. You don't know how to correctly communicate with your staff. So all of those things go hand in hand. It's not just talent. So that's the great thing that I love about Mpulse Summit. You get it all.
Yes, yes.
And so even though we're talking about the business portion and many people say, that time of morning, yes, that type of morning, because you talk about it's called the Breakfast of Champions. Instead of eating, we're still going to feed you there because we feed you at the Cream and Green. We feed you at the pool party. We're going to feed you breakfast while you're at the hotel, no problem. But the biggest thing is feeding your mind. And we have some of the most top elite educators. And then we go into Pastor Major Jones. And it's so ironic that last night I received a text message from a young lady that said, I'm still off of the 3D. And that's what he talked about last year through Reveal through virtual. And he talked about Jonah in the belly of the whale. And how he had to stay there. And what people don't realize is sometimes you have to sit dormant to understand what's really going on. Mm-hmm. And all we ask you to do is to join us so you can understand about the Sunday worship. We have some special guests that's going to be there as well. It's going to be impactful. Hopefully we can get the class on time because of without us going through praising God. Because you are right. This is a faith-based foundation. And I always tell people, if you don't want to hear about God, you may not want to come to this. Mm-hmm. This ain't the place for you. Right. Because this is where we're talking about who gave us our gifts that made room for us. The one that really made a way through the pandemic and the one who made a way when we didn't even know which direction we was going to, but he showed us. Yes. So definitely this is going to be amazing. Then we're going to the classes. So tell a little bit about the class, because we can choose from over 50 classes. That's business, cutting, color, natural hair, avant-garde styling, micro links, weaving, man weaving, you name it, we have it. And we have you all under cuts and color. And I want to say the cocktail of it all. So just tell a bit about your classes.
You can start off, Corey.
Well, I'll talk about the color portion. So basically, I'm going to be showing you how to take old color and just turn it into a new, beautiful masterpiece. Now, I mean, of course, with the pandemic, people haven't been able to get their hair done. So, of course, they're coming in with old color. It's halfway down the hair shaft. And so it's like, how do you take that and create something beautiful, right? But without taking all day, and you're still able to earn great money. So I'm going to show you 3 techniques that you can do using one bowl of lightning to create a whole new head of color. So it's going to save you on product, it's going to save you on time, and you're going to be able to create something amazing.
Like that. I like that.
Yes.
It save time and money.
Yes.
Okay.
And make money. Let's not leave that out, right?
And
The good thing about it is these tools are going to give you the confidence, right? Because you can go in there and do it, but you can't go in there all meat, and create this beautiful color. And then when it's time to get to the register, you all shy and you clam it up down. You know what I'm saying?
How much is it?
Yeah, you got to say it with confidence.
Right.
$400.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to give you those tools so that you really feel confident when you get back into the salon. Because that's the thing. We can get so inspired at the trade shows or at the seminars. And then when we get back to the salon, we're not using the tools. We're not confident in what we're doing. So we're going to make sure when you leave our class, you're confident in cutting, in color, and going back to the salon and charging the correct price, charging your worth.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Love it. I love it.
Yes.
So, and tell about the cutting portion.
For the cutting portion, since we're a team, we do 3 and 3. So you'll have 3 core principles when it comes to cutting. I like to simplify and demystify cutting, and make it personal and allow room for your swag, your stamp to be on your signature look. But at the same token, I believe in starting from the foundation. How do I create a nice pixie cut? And then how do I enhance this pixie cut and take it from a classic look to a more trendy look? Mm-hmm. And you can do that with 3 core principles. And so I'll be sharing on how to do that, how to take a look from classic to trendy, so that no matter where you find yourself, what type of client that you're working on, you're able to give them their desired finished look and still be creative. And then to how to, just enhance the cut with your own creativity. So a lot of times, we want to cut just like some of the greatest people, but you still have your own method to the madness. Mm-hmm. So make sure you're using the core principles, you're pairing them with your creativity, and then you're able to do it methodically over and over again so that you can simplify your cut, because time is of the essence in a salon, right? And so you want to be able to see more guests and not take a long time. Because with cutting, I can do it with my eyes closed almost. I don't have to really pay attention. God has blessed me with that talent. And so I want to impart how I do things and still come out with a clean, concise look that anybody can curl and style after, because you can hide behind a hairstyle, but you can't hide a good cut.
No, you can't. And that's what I'm saying. Even when you're looking at it, it will reveal itself.
Absolutely.
After a period of time. So now coming into the 3rd year, what are you expecting for the attendees to bring to you all? Because I know we have expectations, and me, I love to be challenged. And so I always ask people, bring on new ideas, creative things that I can be like, you know what, you're right, let's try that. What is it that you all are looking for them to bring to you that weekend? Whether they meet you at the blue and white pool party mixer, or whether they meet you at the cream and green, or they're sitting in the seat of your class. Tell them about that.
For me, I want them to bring energy. And like Corey said, the confidence to speak up and ask, questions. Bring any question you can about cutting and coloring. Between the 2 of us, we're always able to answer. Bring open vessels, open minds, so that, again, we can impart what we have taken our time out of our busy schedules to make sure that we train. Like Corey and I just don't get up and come to the show. We take the time out to meet each other, drive to each other, and to prepare for the students. So as we're preparing for you guys, we want you guys to be prepared for us. Bring questions, bring an open mind, bring confidence and sincerity. All that just makes for a better environment in the classroom.
Mr. Corey?
Definitely an open mind, right? But I want you to bring an appetite for knowledge. I want you to come to Mpulse Summit so hungry.
Yes.
Because when I tell you, I guarantee you will leave fed. You will leave the summit full, right? Like I said, from business, cutting, color, styling, makeup, you're gonna leave full, but also come willing to change your mindset, willing to see things a little bit different, right? Like you said, it's more than one way to skin a cat. So, I mean, we have people coming who have been in the industry for years to, you know, beauty school students. So come with that beauty school mentality. You know, when you was in school and you first got out, you was excited and willing to try any and everything.
Yes.
Right.
Same mindset. Don't come with, no, I've been doing this for years, and I know if you do it like this, it's gonna come out like that. Or if you do what he's saying, their hair gonna come with a different mindset. Come to say, hey, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try doing something different. Because what's the definition for insanity? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results.
Yes.
Come trying to do the same thing and expecting different results. Come trying something different to get new results.
Absolutely.
Now, the fact that they're going to see you all the entire weekend, but that you also have a special presentation. And when I say that, that is your hands-on experience. And for those who have never taken a class from you all, just talk about why they need to sign up for your hands-on experience class that's going to be held through the weekend of September 18th through the 20th.
For one, we have the most fun in our classes. And we like to do so to make them more comfortable so that they can begin to expose themselves in a different kind of way. Hands-on is different from look and learn. I personally love hands-on more than I like look and learn. So I'm always excited for hands-on because then you get to apply it. I'm a person who learns through application. So you can feed me all day long, but then like Corey said, you have to go back and immediately start to implement it so you don't lose it. So that's the importance of a hands-on class. So we get to take you step by step, literally, from these are the type of shears you need. This is the color brush that's ideal. These are the partings that you need for a great cut, for a great color. So it's about application at that part, like really putting, and you get to see, you know, if we can put our money where our mouth is. So if we can do what we do and how, although we're teaching you this from this perspective, how you have to practice, to continue to practice so that you can become better, so you can perfect it. And it's only through application. So you can see really where you fall and see how, you know, you need to grow. Or if you already got it, you want to teach us a little thing. So, I mean, we love hands-on classes.
I love it. So we have some people that signed up for your class already, and it's not too late for anyone to sign up for this combo, the yin and yang, you know, cutting and color conversation connection. So throughout Impulse Summit every year, I've watched you all grown. And even before that, I watched you, like you said, always stayed a student. You were always in a class, walking through, you know, whether I seen you at premiere, or you was walking at, you know, through some show. I've always watched y'all together and encouraged each other. What is the encouragement that we can give somebody that say, you know what, I don't know whether I want to go yet, or, you know, I don't know, can I afford to not, you know, to be there, stuff like that. What kind of encouraging words would you tell someone who's sitting there saying, I don't know. What's that thing to help them tip over to know that this is necessary, not just for us, but it's necessary for them to understand?
Shamira, or you want me to go first?
Yeah, I spoke last.
Okay. So if you are not comfortable, if you are not where you want to be in your career, if you are tired of doing the same thing every day and you just really need a change, this is the summit for you, right? And so like she said, both of these two ladies said, God is definitely in the mix when you come into not just the summit, but even when you just walk in the building, right? So if you really need that change and you tired of struggling, you tired of not having the clientele you want, you tired of your business not being where you want it to be, this is the time for you to make the change. This is the time for you to make the decision to say, hey, I want greater, right? And not better. Like God's word say, greater is he that's in me. Not better is he that is in me, greater. So if you want to be great and stop being average, this is the place for you to come. So make the decision to say, hey, I don't want to be average anymore. I want greater for my business. I want greater for my family. And come and network. You never know who will be in the building.
Right.
You never, ever know.
They don't even realize what's going to be and who's going to be in the building under that roof. I want to say under one roof, it is so many individuals that's willing to give and not take.
Yeah.
You know, that's a difference.
Don't miss your connection. Don't miss that one thing you've been waiting for, that one thing you've been praying about. Like, God, I just need this one little small thing. Don't miss it. So
because I was looking at a couple of people that was asking a question. They said, you know, I really want to learn how to lift very dark hair to the highest blonde or platinum. And I've watched you do it, Corey. I've watched, you know, Shamira do it, and with the cut combination, I do it. We have so many other elite educators that's on here that's going to be doing it. So guess what, Miss Winfield? I hope you have a seat at the table for the family reunion, because you're going to learn from some of the top elite educators that's not only going to take you from dark hair to the highest blonde, but the healthy way of, they call it the healthy choice way of getting you there. Okay. So hopefully, you know, we answer that question. Corey, how you want to go into that? Or Shamira, how do you want to go into really kind of showing her a little bit about what they're going to be in taking for her?
I mean, both of us have blonde hair. And so Shamira's hair, that's Shamira real hair. That ain't no two weave pieces in a bun. So you see how long her hair is, and she's a olive blonde, and you can see how dark her natural color is. You see how light my hair is, and both of our hair still got hair on our head. Right. So when it comes to color and olive blondes, we got that hands down.
Oh yeah.
Definitely make sure you come and sit in the class.
And so somebody, she said, I'm in there. I said, okay, Miss Winfield. She said she in there. And then someone just had a comment up there about being churchy. That's right. I always tell people, this is a place that you want to be at, because God is going to be the first thing you hear and the last thing you hear. Whether you're there. Now, one thing that you talked about earlier was, you said, one of my favorite moments was when we got together at the Cream and Green. And a young lady texted me today. She said, Mitch, I want to make sure I have my attire together, right? So tell them about the Cream and Green, because I seen y'all when I first got there, y'all was sitting down. Then after a while, I seen y'all everywhere. Y'all was sitting at the table right behind on the side of me when I first came in. And then after a while, everybody was everywhere. So tell about that experience of the Cream and Green.
Well, we like to, you know, we're in the beauty industry, the best industry in the world.
Yes.
Yeah,
in the world.
Yes, I mean, we're so necessary. Everybody learned that throughout the pandemic. I mean, whether it was news anchors, people in the White House, your house or my house, they need us in the beauty industry. So we like to look good. So that gave us a chance, an opportunity to, you know, be a little sharp and be a little cute, smell, look good.
Exactly.
Eat real good, because I enjoyed the food. Yes.
It's going to be the bomb this year too.
Hey, I mean, y'all. The food, though. I mean, that's just worth your ticket price.
Right.
And like Corey said, begin to build, you know, relationships, you know, different rapport with people that you may not have a chance to connect with because they don't live in your city or state. So Cream and Green was fun. The energy was great. Everybody had a great time. You didn't walk past a person. Everybody spoke.
Right.
You know, that's what we need, because every time, even after this conversation now, it makes me want to do better. It makes me want to grow. You know, it makes me want to pay attention to my industry a little closer. And so when you're around that energy, you can't help but be changed or change to take effect. If not, something quite isn't right. But guess what? She'll get you together, because my favorite moment was the prayer at the end.
That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm telling you. And even though we're talking about that, we have some amazing presenters that evening. We have Mr. Dave Ray, Mr. David Torrey, and then we also have Mr. Jerome Dumont. And when I tell you, their presentations are going to blow everyone's mind, because we had the band the year before last. The band was there, and other presenters like Miss Mackey and, you know, a couple of more people that did a great job of presentations. And now every year we just stepping up our game even more. Taking things to levels that is beyond levels. And Corey said it best. You never know who is in that room.
Yeah.
You never know who is going to be there to bless your soul and say, you know what, I made it here based off the fact that I did not know what to expect, but I'm here and this is higher than my expectations. You know, higher. When we say no limits, no boundaries, manifesting your stretch, that is what we're doing. And so in between that weekend, we have the blue and white. You ain't got to worry about eating. We got you there. Double tree cookies, there. We have the all day. We have the breakfast. We feed you there. We have the cream and green. You just talked about the food. So throughout that time, it's only like a couple of times you won't get a chance to eat, and that's when you snacking on something. Other than that, you go to the front, and they're gonna give you some cookies. Okay. So there, the hotel is excited to have us back. We are excited. Again, the team, the POCs that's been behind the scenes, that's been diligently working hard to make sure this experience is so great. I cannot tell you how thankful I am for all of them, because without them, it would not definitely be me or Mpulse Summit, because the fact that they are putting their blood and heart like you two do. And that's something that I respect you all for, because y'all leave it on the table. Y'all leave it right there. Y'all don't take it home with you. No, I don't need a to-go box. When you bring the education, every time I've seen you all, and whether it's on a, refuel and rise up, a conversation like this, or even when you prayed that day in closing for our post meeting, you always bring your all. How do you feel about when with other elite educators that's coming in, that now that y'all starting to grow with each other, how do you feel like we all going to come together and just bring and leave it at the table?
Well, we have a mutual respect for each other. You mentioned the word respect.
Yes.
And when you respect a person, you tend to honor them. So we are looking to support each other, respect each other, champion each other, be each other's cheerleaders. And we're very excited. We know what everybody can do. I mean, we were sitting looking at the classes last year too. And let me say, the presentations for the cream and green was outstanding. As well as Jerome. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see what he's going to do.
Right.
He is so creative. And so I can't wait to, again, just be in somebody's corner, pushing them. All of us want to be seen and acknowledged. The power of acknowledgement goes a long way. Whether it's you did an excellent job, her hair looks nice. I enjoyed your class. I learned something new. So I plan on, I'm great with motivation. Corey can tell you that. Just
I love it. Yes.
Pushing a person because I can see past the exterior. So I'm a person that likes to sit back, be quiet, and discern. And so I'm excited about the people that you hand selected to be a part of this community. It's bigger than just a summit. This community and collection of people are just top notch, bar none. And we're all even hungry, like Corey said,
yes,
to impart the information. So I'm very excited about being a part of it. Again, we thank you. We cannot thank you enough. Even me, myself, with like Corey, he alluded to, you guys, Micheline will give you the opportunity to be noticed and to be seen. I'm just this country girl from Charlotte, North Carolina, who she did not overlook with any of the shows. She sees the potential in everybody, and she wants to bring out the very best in you. But in order for that to happen, this is the place that you must be in. Like Corey said, do not miss the connection. Micheline doesn't miss anybody. I don't know how she does it. This is a phenomenal woman. She does not miss anybody. Everybody is somebody. And you want to be connected because you're only as powerful as the people you're connected to. We're each other's resources. And she's a great resource to pour into. We sow seeds anywhere else. We sow seeds to other brands. Yes. That is not going to put no money in our pocket, but take it out of our pockets. Why not invest in yourself? And if you're a hairstylist, barber, so on and so forth, align with who you say you are. If we have a title, align with your title. This is the fruit. So pour into yourself.
I love it. I love it. I tell you, every time you talk, I'd be like, and Corey said, you don't be on. I can listen to you all day. I'll sit here like a story. It's almost like you telling a story. And you're sitting here like, oh my God, this book is amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, audible, like, oh my God. But it's making my heart feel joy that you, in my eyes, both of you all will always be a part of Impulse Summit. I don't care what. You know what I'm saying? Because every year you bring something different, exciting, and even if you bring something old, you remix it. Where people are like, wow, that makes sense. And there's nothing wrong with constantly taking and repeating the same thing over. Because I said make room for years. Make room for years. And I did not really realize why I kept saying it. But God was like, listen, your gifts are going to make room for you. Yeah. And in this time and season with Impulse Summit, we definitely know that we are making room for the next. And we have some amazing sponsors that's going to be there. We have Northwest Mutual that's going to be there. We also have Blackberry Charisma that's going to be sponsoring of our wine. And we have our title sponsor, Basic Hair Care, that's going to be there as well. We have so many exhibitors. We have so many different people, from candles to cosmetics to, lip gloss, learning about eyebrow waxing, microlinks, man weaving, hands-on classes, things like that. That's going to get you certified, okay? Certified for increase. Certified for increase, and that's a difference. And that's what we ask you to do. So go to MPULSE-SUMMIT to sign up. It's not too late for a seat at the family reunion. Any closing remarks before we get off?
Well, I want to say shout out to our POC because she keeps us in line, Miss Deidre Flake.
Yes.
So,
awesome.
Definitely shout her out. When I tell you, like, she makes sure we on track with everything, I appreciate you so much. So shout out to Miss Deidre Clay. But just come ready to be inspired. A couple weeks ago, Shamira and I got together and did a couple models. And when I tell you, even though it was just me and her, I went back to the salon just feeling recharged and rejuvenated and just ready to, just really get in there and show people what we had came up with. And so I know you'll leave not only our class, but the whole summit feeling like that. You know what I'm saying? So come ready, come hungry, come ready for everything that you expected and more.
Yes.
And like she put the ticker in there, you will leave reinvented at least 1% better every day, especially when you come our way. And that's Mr. Michael J. Cole that, said that when he's on his live. And every week we're going live. We're going to be going live again on Instagram next Tuesday, next Wednesday. Meet us at Clubhouse for that amazing conversation. Then we'll be back here Thursday again for Sip and Say. Bring your wine, share it with somebody, let them know that, hey, you got 3 times to meet us there. Don't beat us there, right? Beat us there and don't just meet us there, but constantly be in the building. Again, Doubletree, Bush River Road. You don't want to miss it. September the 18th through the 20th. Yes, it's 3 days of impact. 3 days where you're able to come, put your seatbelt on, and enjoy this ride, because I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. No excuses whatsoever. All those excuses, throw them out the window. All the can'ts, turn them into can. And understand that it's for you. Impulse Summit is for you, with no limits, no boundaries, for manifesting what you really want in life. No excuses.
No excuses.
Thank you so much. I love y'all.
We love you too.
So you gotta tell somebody.
Yeah, they asked me where I learned to do this. Self-taught, checking things off my to-do list. Treat my temper like my family, I ain't trying to lose it. Say a little, do a lot. Woo! No excuses. Ay.
No
I got no excuses.
None.
I got no excuses.
I see y'all on Tuesday, Wednesday, and next Thursday. Sip and Say.
Yeah. Yo, this industry is so confusing. Hard to tell.